now going to look at how to generate new continuous variables in Stata. For instance, if I wanted to generate a variable that is the square of age at baseline, I can use the generate command. The syntax is generate and the name of the new variable, such as age square, equals, only one equal sign, and whatever function of the existing variable you're looking for. So we would do age1 squared. If I go to the variables window and I scroll all the way down, you'll see that there's now a new variable in this variables window, namely age squared. If I made an error, I can just delete the variable and say drop age squared, and the new variable then goes away and is no longer in the data set. An identical way to generate age squared would just be to type age1 times age1. And again, now I have age squared in my data set. If I were to do the same thing for total cholesterol, Stata now tells me that 8 missing values were generated. This occurs because 8 people had missing values for cholesterol in the data set. So I see that there's only 992 non-missing cholesterol observations out of the total 1,000 people. Therefore, Stata is telling me that if you had a missing value of total cholesterol in the first place, then total cholesterol squared is also going to be missing. It's always important to keep in mind what your software program is doing with missing data. I could also create a variable that was the log of age at baseline by saying generate, or abbreviated gen, log age, or whatever I want to call that variable, is equal to the log parentheses of age at exam 1. If I wanted a variable that's the product of, say, age and sex, I could say age sex. I could say age sex equals age1 times sex1. You'll notice that I've created all of these new variables in the data set, but none of them have labels like the rest of the variables in there. The only reason that these variables have labels is because someone went in and assigned them. If I wanted to go in and label the variables in my data set, which is good data management practice, I can type label variable, the variable name, so age squared, and then in quotation marks whatever I want my label to be. And you can see that once I do this, age squared now has a label assigned to it in the variables box.